I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect this to be out so early, and I did not expect it to be this long. Goddamn. Oh, we in shift 2 now. Cool. Alright. You hear a slow drip. Then another. And another. Something cold and red running down the walls of your memory. What is it? October 2009. Hi? Oh. Hey, a cat cafe. The cafe is half empty. Just the way we like it. Too late for the lunch crowd. Too early for the dinner rush. Soft golden light spills across the tiled floors, catching in the steam curling up from some coffee cups. Conversations drip from nearby tables. Laughter, clinking spoons, students arguing over a mathematical formula. A couple leans in close by the window. A toddler squeals somewhere in the back. Just a kind of place where time doesn't feel so heavy. Where things are warm, bright, and real. Oh, hey there, ma'am? Ma'am, hello. Hi. Amelia sits across from me, legs crossed, phone face down, perfect nail polish and red hair that looks like it belongs in a fashion ad. She's scrolling through the drink menu like it personally offended her. Why do cafes always name things like this? God, look at these names. Naked Sunset, Choke Me Gently. This is so 2000s. Holy, I remember this time. Are we ordering drinks or writing erotica? I raised an eyebrow, skimming at the menu. There's one called Sinner's Milk. What even is that? And can I have some? Whatever it is, it's probably disgusting. Aww. I laugh. You totally order it, though. Please, Angel. I have standards. I'm more of a heartbreak martini girl. Something bitter with a tiny umbrella. She winks at me before a waitress swings by, notepad at the ready. What can I get you today, ladies? We greet her in turn and dive straight into the little piece of cardboard in the brand's colors. After incessant hesitations that nearly scared the waitress away, Amelia finally settled on the most basic thing a girl like her could order. A cold coffee. She raises a brow at me like, your move. The menu is long for a small cafe. Everything feels too sweet or too much. I hesitate. Amelia waits, her lips already half curved, ready for whatever I have to say. Oh, I want a blueberry milkshake, hot chocolate, something else. Something else? I don't even look at the menu anymore. Do you serve whiskey? The waitress raises a brow. Barely. One brand and it's crap. It's fine. Amelia lowers her phone slowly, her eyes narrowing with something like intrigue. Whiskey at noon? She laughs, as if she's not really taking me seriously. Didn't think you had that in you. I like it. Just once in a while. Doesn't hurt. The waitress smiles kindly at us before slipping away to other tables. Amelia taps her fake nails against the table, thoughtful. Drink like that and the creeps might think twice before messing with you. Or they'll think you're too dangerous, which works too. Let's be real. You have like 2 sips before you pass out. She grins, biting her upper lip like she knows exactly what buttons she's pressing. We settle back into silence for a second, the world blurring around us. So, how was it? I snort. Honestly, not as terrible as it sounds. That's a first. I mean, whatever. It's a minimum wage, but night shifts pay extra, so kinda worth it. I need the money. She leans back and stretches like she owns the place. Uh-huh. Any hot coworkers? I knew she was gonna ask something like that. I stare at her. Why is that your first question? Because I'm bored and need something to live through you. Now answer. Well, there is a coworker, I admit. She raises an eyebrow, her long nails tapping her skin as if to say, tell me more. Go on. He's kind of useless, honestly. Just leans on the counter, talks and flirts with the customers, then disappears when it's time to clean anything. She groans immediately. Ugh, I hate men like that. I laugh. I figured you would. No, like, seriously. I have 5 of them at my job. Always standing around like it's their God-given right to never sweep. But the moment a girl takes a break, suddenly it's a problem. Like, shut the hell up, Lawson. You literally spent 20 minutes talking about your protein powder. I laugh louder. Lawson. Boring. There's something magnetic about Amelia when she's like this. Something a little terrifying. But honest in a way most people aren't. I'm starting to think that my character's bisexual. Amelia, oh my god. I hate them, she says, dead serious now. I hate how society lets them just exist, be average as hell, and still get praised for breathing. I agree. Her voice is smooth, almost bored as she says it. I swear, should have stayed in love with fictional men. At least they don't breathe. I laugh so hard, I almost choke on my spit. You're not wrong. Amelia tilts her head towards the light, adjusting her lip gloss in her pocket mirror with a little cat on the back. Like, seriously. It's like lottery. Sometimes you win, but mostly you end up with a broken heart. That gets her attention. Her head turns slowly, and when she looks at me, there's a glint in her eyes. You're learning. Took you long enough. I roll my eyes. I learn from the best. She laughs as she puts her mirror back into her little leopard print purse. Yeah, women are better. Bisexuals? The bisexuals in my... Well, I don't know what kind of game this is. I forgot. I forgot if this was just like dark romance or if this has like that little bit of yandere flavor in it. Always happen. Lesbian romance? I nod, half smiling. You should date one then. The words hang in the air. She looks at me 1 second too long, then smiles. I should. We are smarter. Better hair. We communicate. We smell nice, I add. She raises a brow. Speak for yourself, Angel. I feel my cheeks warm as I tuck a strand of hair behind my ear, pretending to be very interested in whatever's outside the window. Just saying. If I ever stop pretending men are worth the effort, it's over for the girls. I freaking love Amelia. To be fair, my coworker's not the worst. Like, he'll be annoying, but in the dumb way where you almost laugh even though you're mad. Sometimes I can't tell if I want to strangle him or not. That sounds familiar. Ugh. Boys. She hears me chuckle, and her voice softens right away. You seem good there. Like it suits you. Yeah, I kinda like it. Good. Enjoy it while you can. Night shifts do something to your brain eventually. We keep talking. About nothing. About everything. Her voice is full of life. Her eyes are clear. There's a rhythm to her. Like a song you've played 100 times, but still can't help dancing to. It was easy with Amelia. It always was. Until it wasn't. But that part hadn't happened yet. What happened? Was it Yuri went wrong? Toxic Yuri? What's going on? Oh. It was just rain. Who? November 2009. The sound of my ringtone yanks me out of sleep like a punch. I groan, fumbling around the sheets until my fingers finally close around my phone. I turned off the alarm. Am I depressed because I broke up with Amelia? The screen's too bright. The time even worse. 8:44 p.m. Great. Another productive day of doing absolutely nothing. But it's not my fault. I'm a night owl. This lifestyle perfectly suits me. I stretch, my bones crackle like firewood, and collapse back into the sweet smell of the laundry of my bed. Outside, the rain taps against the glass, almost like a soundtrack for staying in bed forever. God, I'm tired. Tonight's going to be brutal. Another night shift at Mad Dog Convenience. Another night of customers who think my name tag means I owe them a smile. No choice, though. Gotta make rent somehow. I roll onto my side and lazily flick through my phone, just to give my brain something small and stupid to focus on. Notifications light up my screen. 2 missed messages from... Lane? I blink at them, my thumb hovering over the screen. He messaged me last night. Guess I didn't hear it over the TV. I skimmed the previews without opening them. Oh, you piece of shit! I let out a quiet snort. Classic Lane. Uh-huh. I could reply, or I could pretend I never saw it. Nope! I snort and toss the phone onto the mattress beside me. Just Lane. I'll see him in a few hours anyway. If it's really that urgent, he can say it to my face, not half buried in a 7 a.m. message stuffed with emojis I didn't ask for. I roll onto my back and stare up at the cracked ceiling for a while. It's like this with him. The kind of guy who calls you his favorite coworker but doesn't lift a finger when there's a spill in aisle 2. Half charming but half trash too. I sigh. Somehow you stop noticing the difference after enough hours together behind a grimy counter. And you always end up forgiving him without noticing you did when he screws up something. I finally sit up, letting the cool air wrap around me as the rain drums against the window. The floor's cold enough to make me hiss. The apartment is freezing, probably because I still haven't figured out how to work the ancient heater. But it's fine. I like the cold. My fingers get caught in my hair as I rub my face to wake me up, a tangled mess that perfectly mirrors my mood. I grab my hoodie from the floor and tug it on. Maybe I should get going. Shift starts soon. Damn. Should I? Tidy up the bed, leave your room. Look through the window? Tidy up the bed. You tuck the covers up half-heartedly. The bed looks no cleaner, but at least you tried. Look out the window. Well, look at the sky. The clouds are heavy. Purple-gray and cracked open by flashes of lightning in the distance. You should be careful out there. Look at the buildings. It's too high. Maybe too high. Well, maybe. You live on the 15th floor. Not because you wanted the view, but because it was the only place you could afford. If you'd had the money, you'd probably be somewhere lower. The city looks like a mess of flickering lights and forgotten corners from up here. The kind of view that makes everything and everyone feel far away. You say you don't mind the height, but I wonder if that's true. Damn. I could go back. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, let's leave the room. Oh. Enter my room? Enter the bathroom. Go to the living room. Bathroom. Open the cabinet. You open the cabinet. The sound makes a mildew when cheap aerosol hits you in the face. A crusty tube of toothpaste slumps next to a cracked comb. Nothing in here feels particularly clean or useful. Look in the mirror. You meet your own eyes in the mirror. You smile at yourself. It feels like trying to warm your hands on a dead flame. Damn, there's so much to interact with in this game. Step into the shower. You step into the shower and close the glass door behind you. The water takes a moment to warm up, rattling through the old pipes like bone shaking. When it hits, it's almost too hot. You let it scorch your skin anyway. You stand there for a long time, watching steam curl up from the cracked tiles. Somewhere under the noise, your thoughts start to melt into nothing. You finish showering and put on your work clothes. You really needed a shower. Can I shit? I can't shit. They didn't give me an ass to shit. No. I can't shit. Help. Help. This is violence against me. Why can't I shit? I'm going to the living room. Some forgotten clothes. They were a gift to yourself when you got the job. Something new for a fresh start. But the right occasion never came. They've hung there ever since, untouched. Kitchen? Television. Television. What, television? You flip on the TV. Static buzzes loud for a second before a weather warning cuts in. This is a national emergency weather alert from the National Weather Service. Severe thunderstorms are expected to hit the area tonight. Strong winds, hail, and dangerous lightning are forecasted. Residents are urged to remain indoors and avoid unnecessary travel. Keep away from windows and doors. Do not use electronics unless absolutely necessary. Power outages are likely. Well, I'm cooked. Kitchen. Thing, my name tag. Your name tag sits on the edge of the counter, right where you always leave it. Somehow, after just a month of the job, the name tag already looks like it survived a war zone. The plastic's scratched and the clip's bent, and you're starting to wonder if it's a warning sign. You grab it and shove it in your pocket. Can't show up to work without your tiny plastic badge of honor. That was loud. Post-it note. Mad Dog said they need someone for night shifts. Told them you're reliable. Here's the number. Ask for RJ. Don't forget. Okay? Damn. The sink. The sink's overflowing with dirty dishes. You've lost track of how many days it's been like this. It's a constant reminder that you really should clean up, but not today. Maybe tomorrow. I am horribly depressed, which is understandable. Open the drawer. What? Chopsticks. From that sushi place that you used to go to after work. You always said you'd go back, but you never did. A fortune cookie. Mad Dog barks at night. Are you listening? What? A crumpled receipt. From your first shift at Mad Dog Convenience. Lane wrote his number and his address on the back, like you'd ever used them. You didn't throw it away, but you don't remember putting this here. In fact, you're pretty sure it wasn't here the last time you checked this drawer. Matchsticks. You used to light candles before going to bed. You said it felt safer. You haven't lit one in weeks. You just keep the box now, just in case, I guess. What's with the knife? This drawer has always been its home. Spooky. Let's close it. This point-and-click segment is kind of reminding me of, like, the classic point-and-click horror games that I don't know if I love it. Maybe I do. Some forgotten clothes. Might as well head to the front door. Oh, what? Living room, go to work. I might have forgotten a couple of things, actually. There's the bottle of water from yesterday. The bottle of water rests nearby on the table, labeled facing forward, like it's always been placed there. But you don't even remember taking it out of your purse last night. Strange. Oh, someone's been in here. Fallen items. Looks like some things fell in your room. Among the scattered object, you spot an umbrella, partially covered by some books and other things. It's a bit of a mess, but nothing too unusual. Maybe it's a good idea to take that umbrella? I'm just saying. Also, I did realize that I forgot about the lipstick. You used to wear this before work. Back when you thought appearances mattered behind a convenience store counter. That is so sad. Let's go to work. I think I can go now. Man, I'm gonna make a save and go to work. 9:24 p.m. Okay, I'm not too late yet, but close enough that my heart's already doing that annoying little panic flutter. I slip on my sneakers by the door, my hoodie already zipped up. My work shirt is crinkled, but it'll pass. Getting dressed at home is just easier, one less thing to deal with under the buzz of the stockroom line. I mean, we don't even have a break room. The guys just change and leave, no questions. For me, it's a balancing act. Don't look too done up or too sloppy. It's like they're all waiting for me to mess up. The sky outside is already tinted with a dull indigo gray. Not quite night, but getting here. And the rain, still going strong. I do love the way this game presents its themes, though. It's so good. One foot out the door, and I freeze instantly. Shit. I forgot the umbrella! I complain, not even daring to step out of the little shelter. It's too late to turn back now, and I can't risk being late. I pull my hood over my head and start walking as fast as I can, trying to dodge the worst of it. Useless. The rain always wins, but I thought I spotted the umbrella! I forgot to pick it up! Could I have picked it up? I have no idea! My shoes are already soaked, and I can feel the cold creeping up my legs, turning my skin into ice. Jeez. Well, at least it's not Monday. That's something, right? Everything else has gone straight to hell, but at least the calendar is doing me one small favor. Gotta cling to those small victories, I guess. I take another step forward. But at the same time, the sound of a car speeding by throws a wave of water up at me. Ah, that sucks! Holy! Couldn't even get that small victory to last, could I? This day sucks! It's not even midnight yet, but it feels later. I cut through a cracked parking lot near Mad Dog Convenience, stepping over the flattened remains of what used to be a soda can, or maybe a rat. Hard to tell around here. The front neon sign buzzes over my head, trying its best not to flicker out one letter at a time. Right now it says, "My dog!" The only good news is that no customers seem to be in front of the store. The rain will probably mean less work for me. I nudge the employees-only door with my shoulder, hoping it'll open without one of its usual tantrums. The door has probably welcomed more wet hobos than actual staff, thanks to Roddy Joe's genius idea of having one physical key and zero budget for a card system. He claims it saves money. I get the key for the week, Lane gets it next, and so on. And this week, the sacred key belongs to Lane, which means I'm at the mercy of his punctuality, hoping his charming, passive-aggressive ass shows up on time so I don't end up soaked in the alleyway, rainwater waiting like a stray dog. I push harder, fully prepared to stand there in the rain and wait for him. And again, nothing. Not even a click. It doesn't even budge. Lane's late. No surprises there. He's probably on his way. Which in Lane time means he just remembered he had a shift tonight. I press my palm against the surface and push away again. I give the door another shove, just for the principle of it, but it's still locked. Fuck, I murmur, resting my forehead against the door. Rain slides down my hair, clings to my neck, soaks through my hoodie. I am fucking miserable. I decide to give up and take my phone out of my pocket. The rain messes with the touchscreen, but I still manage to scroll through my contacts anyway. My fingers are freezing. The screen jumps around every time a drop hits it. I squint at the names. Should I call Lane? Or Ronnie Joe? One's unreliable. The other one, well, slightly less unreliable. Ronnie! The choice of safety, no doubt. He's not perfect, but he's still the adult in the room. Kinda. At least he answers his phone usually. And unlike Lane, he actually remembers we exist when the ratings drop. I hit call. But it's an instant click. Hello, this is RJ. If this is store-related, leave your name, your problem, and whether Lane's cost it. If this is about the schedule, check the calendar first. If this is Abby, well, I Beep. The line dies. I pull the phone away and glare at the no service at the corner of the screen. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! The rain is coming down harder now, pushing water into my socks. No signal. No one I can call. Fine. I tuck the phone back into my pocket and step back to look around. The parking lot is empty, except for the garbage rolling in little gusts of wind. There's absolutely no one there. So I do the only thing I can think of. I start walking. Around the side of the building, hugging the wall, one hand raised to shield my face from the rain. There's a small delivery door around the back. I've never seen it open from the outside, but I try it anyway. Locked. Obviously. Doesn't anyone else come in, like maybe during the afternoon shift, the evening shift? Hello? I hit it once with the side of my fist, more out of frustration than anything, then keep moving. Maybe it's the universe's way of telling me to quit this job. But quitting doesn't pay rent. So I take a breath, crack my neck, and keep looking like a lost idiot. You could just go through the front door. I finally arrived in front of the store, where the automatic doors are also... Didn't anyone come in the evening? It's a convenience store! I'm done. I'm actually done. All this because Lane couldn't be bothered to show up on time. Again. I mutter under my breath, my hands shoved into my pockets. I kick a piece of trash out of my way. I'm not even thinking about where I'm going now. Just try to get warm, trying not to yell. The thing the storm will probably drown out my screams. I keep wandering past the store, just looking for somewhere to get out of the rain. But I hit something, or someone. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't... I stumble back, my hands flying up instinctively. The guy stumbles too, like I electrocuted him. He actually flinches away, taking 2 steps back and landing in this weird pose like he's been caught doing something he wasn't supposed to. Biker dude! He freezes. I freeze. Rain is pouring between us, creating this wall of water that blurs everything. I look up and blink hard. For a second, I can't see his face. Just the hide. This black helmet? Biker boy? He doesn't say anything right away, just nods once, kinda like a kid who's not sure if he's allowed to speak. And I can bet he's panicking a little under that helmet. Yeah. You're not inside? I blink. Oh god, right. I look like a wet rat, no wonder he's confused. No, I say, brushing wet hair out of my eyes. My coworker's not here. I don't have the key, and I've been locked out for like 15 minutes. An awkward silence settles between us as he just stands there in the rain like he's trying to process my words. You don't have a key, he finally says, like that detail alone was a big problem to him. I shake my head. No, Lane was supposed to open up today, but... Okay. Now we're 2 idiots in the rain. What is he doing here, though? He clears his throat, trying to seem composed, but his fingers keep fidgeting with the edge of his gloves. You shouldn't, stand here like that. His voice is low, in a way that makes me want to lean in close to hear it better. And my face flushes with heat that doesn't match the weather. Because... Like what? I asked like an idiot. What? I bark out a short, surprised laugh. It sounds so awful! I didn't mean it like... You're gonna get sick. I blink. It hits weirdly hard, like the concern in his voice doesn't match how intimidating he looks. Yeah, probably. It's all I can manage because my teeth want to chatter. But I won't let them. I'm fine, I add quickly right after, even though I'm absolutely not. He doesn't really look convinced. That's probably why I see him take a step forward, and then another, stopping close and positioning himself between me and the wind, just enough that I can feel the heat coming off of him compared to the biting air. It's subtle, but suddenly, I'm not being slapped in the face by rain anymore. You don't have to do that, I almost scream. You're already... I don't mind. I freeze, so I can't tell if it's from the wind. There's something strange about the way he says it. Not like he's trying to be nice, more like he really doesn't care. We stand there for a while, not really saying anything. I know that he's probably stalking me, but this is such a sweet scene. I can't get over just how sweet he is being with us. God damn. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to say to a stranger in a black helmet. Stranger. That's when I suddenly realize how close he is. How big and tall he is next to me. Is that the only thing about him that's big? And how careful he's being. If he breathes wrong, he'll scare me off. I clear my throat. You always like that, or am I just special? He freezes. You're freezing. You dodged that one. Did I? A laugh slips out of me without my permission. Thanks. He doesn't respond. Just shifts his weight as if to say, you don't have to thank me. Another gust of wind hits, and I instinctively shift closer, hugging my arms tight against my chest. I sigh and glance down the hallway where the staff door is. Still locked, and still no sign of Lane. God, he's so late, I mutter, mostly to myself. Look, I think there's a little shelter around the corner. Not much, but I jerk my thumb towards the side of the building. Let's not wait for Lane under the rain, alright? He nods once. It almost looks like he's not just agreeing with what I said, but with the idea of following me. You don't have to, I add, trying not to sound weird about it. You probably have somewhere else to be. His visor tilts slightly towards the rain, then back at me. No. I'll come. Damn, that's freaky. The wind makes it hard to talk. Not that either of us is saying anything. In fact, that's the rain that carries the only conversation. The shelter's exactly where I remembered. Just one of those narrow overhangs on the side of the building. Probably meant more for trash bins than people. But it's something. I duck under, exhaling hard when the rain stops hitting me for the first time in what feels like forever. My shoulders drop. My hoodie is still clinging to my arms, but at least I'm not getting wetter. Not ideal, but it could have been worse. At least Biker Boy took most of the rain. He stops just a few steps away and stands right at the edge of the shelter, close enough that I can still hear his breath through his helmet. But he stays outside of it, letting the rain hit him like it's nothing. His head is low, like maybe look at his feet is safer than look at me. I glance over at him, then down at the little bit of space next to me. It's tight. No way someone as tall as him could fit in here. So I kinda get why he doesn't. I really do. But still, there's something weird about being the dry one. I tuck a wet strand of hair behind my ear. You don't have to stand out there, right? He doesn't answer. For a second, I think maybe he didn't hear me. But I know he did. Is he waiting for permission? Or is he just too shy? I'm starting to get used to not seeing his face, which is somehow worse. Because I can't read him. Of course I'm going to let him inside the shelter! I shift into the tiny space, pressing my back against the wall. My elbow hits the metal, and there's barely room for me, but I can't just leave him out in the thunderstorm. You can come in here. and then you can come and meet. If you want. I see his posture straighten, but it still doesn't move. Not an inch. I just get you more wet, he mutters. You barely fit in there. I shrug. I don't mind. He hesitates. Not like most people do. No. The kind of hesitation that would almost be too normal for him. He looks like he's calculating the angles, the closeness, and even the physics of this. And more than that, he's trying not to panic about the idea of being that close to me. He scratches his neck, accidentally splashing water across his shoulder. Also, I'm thinking it doesn't sound that low. I don't think, his tone of voice is gonna be this freaking low. I can't even pull that off. I think he just sounds like a dude. Probably. I'll try to, switch up his, voice. I'm way too tall. And block the whole thing. But thanks. Okay. I should have brought an umbrella. I murmur. Should have brought a jacket. He mutters. I don't know what this is, but it's weirdly comfortable. I'm not supposed to be this okay with a shy, silent biker wall who just showed up to block the rain for me. But I am. I tilt my chin upward. What are you doing here? I try to keep it casual, like it's nothing but small talk. But we both know it's not really. It's a night where there's a thunderstorm. And we're two strangers. I was just riding. Riding? Where? He shrugs. Nowhere. I blink. But why stop here? Thought I'd grab a drink. That's clearly a lie. I don't say it out loud, but my face probably does. The store's closed. I didn't really know. I stare at him. The rain taps on the metal awning, ticking like a countdown to how awkward this is. So it's just a coincidence you're here and I'm here? He nods shyly. Yeah. Time drags for a few minutes. The rain's not any better. Actually, I think it's worse now. And yet, he still hasn't moved. The rain will come soon, and I'm okay, so you don't really need to wait for him. I look up at him. What? You don't need him to get inside. There's something in his voice this time. Something tight in the back of his throat, like he's holding something back. I do, I answer, raising a brow. He's the only one with the key. He doesn't answer right away, but seems to argue with himself behind that helmet. We should probably check the door again, he says finally. I already tried, I sigh. Maybe I can do something. I squint at him through the rain. What the hell could he do against the locked door? I already tried a few times, really. He lifts a shoulder. Still, you're very stubborn for someone I barely know. I mean that in a good way. Mostly. Okay. Maybe moving is better than staying here. Fine, let's go check it again. He moves before I can. Like he was already ready to block the rain again. And I follow him. Even though I have no clue what he's planning to do. We finally reach the staff door, but at the same time, my phone suddenly buzzes, and I freeze. There's no signal out here, not since the storm rolled in. I checked earlier, 0 bars, not even Wi-Fi drift from some apartment window, nothing. So that buzz hit me like a jolt, like something breaking through that wasn't supposed to. How the... I stop walking and pull out my phone out of my hoodie pocket, my hands shaking just a little from the cold. The screen lights up. Are you serious? I sigh. One freaking thumbs up emoji. God, even Lane might have done better. I can't believe I just said that. Your manager? Yeah. I turn the screen towards him for half a second, then pull it back. He gives me a small, quick nod, like that's all he needed to know. Your manager, he repeats, as if saying it again might help him remember something. The guy with the beard? Wears, rings on every fingers? I blink. You, know him? Not really. You just said I had a nice bike. I thought he was your boyfriend. I almost choke him out, spit! Wait, what? Ronnie Joe? The man looks like he's in his 50s. I laugh harder. Oh, right. Sorry. I didn't mean... My breath's making little clouds in the air now. It's fine. Next time, just call me. I mean, if it happens again. I can't help smile. You don't even have my number. Oh, yeah. I could... Get it? He keeps his visor down while he says it, but I swear I can feel his eyes on me. Maybe. But you gotta earn it. Yeah, no, of course. I just don't mind waiting for you. Even if it's cold. Or, being the one you call. I see, I say softly, twirling my phone between my fingers. But you better not be one of those guys who just sends hey and nothing else, I joke. I'm not good at texting. And I like hearing you. I glance up at him. Not good at texting? He lets out an awkward laugh. I'd probably just send a photo of my bike. I like seeing it. Really? My chest flutters. Because I know he's got the biggest smile under that helmet right now. Why not? I jiggle the handle, but nothing. See? Locked. Biker boy stands a step behind me. His stare's locked on the door like it did something to him. I tried the windows earlier, I add, sighing. Trash room, front entrance. It's like the store doesn't want me to work. I laugh softly as I say it. I see. I glance back at him, then nod towards the door. You think you could kick it open? It's a joke. Mostly. I mean, he is built like a brick wall, but I'm not expecting anything. He takes a step forward without hesitation. What the? No, wait, I say, quickly, before grabbing his arm. You're actually gonna do it? He freezes, glancing down at where I'm touching him. You did say to. I stare at him. He is not being sarcastic. He's just... I love him. He's just listening. You were gonna kick down a steel door because I told you to? I ask, letting go of his arm, like I just realized I was holding it. That's it? His head tilts, almost like he's confused about why I'm confused. I love him. Yeah? I chuckle. Jeez, you'd be a real good obedient dog. Only for you. I sigh, glancing back at the door. My manager's gonna kill me if he sees the frame, but it's not like we've got another way in. I pause, second guessing if I'm really about to let him do this. Then I step back, giving him room. Lane's still not here, so I think it's only fair. Go ahead. I can't afford to be late. That's all he needs to hear. Whoa! Wow! I blink at the sudden silence. You're officially the strongest guy I know. He shyly steps back into the rain to let me pass. Am I? The nervous way his fingers fidget is honestly kind of adorable. I just gave him a compliment. And this poor awkward man has no idea what to do with it. I mean, it's not a huge accomplishment considering the competition is mostly Lane, but still. He doesn't say anything, but I can tell. He's smiling under the helmet. I step inside, holding the door open with my hip. You should wait in here until the storm chills out. A flick of rainwater rolls off his black helmet and lands by my shoe. I'm gonna drip everywhere, he answers and points at the broken lock at the steel door. And, yeah, I broke that. The floor's already a mess. I shrug. And it's fine, really. I mean, the door was already a piece of junk. I offer him a soft smile. Ronnie Joe will just blame Lane anyway. He gives me a shy nod, but his visor doesn't move from the crooked employees only sign. I'm not allowed. Jeez, this guy's really stubborn. I glance at the door again. You don't really seem like someone who sticks to the rules. I sigh, the warm air inside wrapping around me, while he's still standing in the cold. I should go. He turns slightly, but that's when I remember something. Wait! He pauses. I take a step forward, half out the door again. I almost forgot for yesterday. And, for that. He wipes at his visor with his hand. Am I gonna smooch? Are we gonna smooch? Smooch, right? Smooch! Thank you. I go on. That was, weird. You didn't have to step in like that. I'm just glad you showed up when you did. Silence hangs between us for a second. I don't really know what caused it. I really appreciated it. Biker boy stares at me, his visor reflecting the white light for a second. There's something weighty in his silence, like he's thinking too hard about something simple. I try to lighten it. I hope he doesn't show up again, I say with a little laugh, half joking, half not. I'd rather not deal with him a second time. You won't. My eyebrows raise a little. Oh? You sound pretty confident. People like that don't usually try again. I should probably feel a little weird about that answer. Instead, I just lean a shoulder against the frame of the door and smile. Either way, I owe you one. I didn't really do much. You did enough. More than most people would. He takes a small step back, flustered, even if I can't see his face. I should go check on my bike. Yeah, right, of course. Maybe that big guy isn't as scary as he looks. No. See you later today, mademoiselle. And just like that, he turns away and walks off into the rain, his big shoulders hunched slightly under the wet. I wait a second longer, still standing just inside the staff door, watching him disappear towards the side lot. I take a deep breath and step inside. I'm drenched to the bone. I don't wait to immediately peel off my soaked hoodie. I throw it over the heater, hoping it'll dry soon. I walk over to the counter and pull my name tag from my jeans pocket. I clip it onto my shirt automatically, like I've done 100 times. It's routine. The lights are still off, so I flip the switches above the door one by one. The store blinks awake in stages. Aisle lights, freezers humming to life, and the ugly glow from the vending machine in the corner. I check the time on the wall. Still a few minutes before my shift technically starts. I made it on time, thanks to Biker Boy. I smile. And of course, Lane's not here! I glance at the counter. There's no empty Red Bull can waiting for me. No half-done paperwork. Just me, the lone employee who actually shows up. I duck behind the register and boot up the system. Wipe down the scanner. Double-check to see we're stocked on cigarettes and lighters. It's like muscle memory now, and I kinda like it. I hear something. Was that the automatic doors? Is there already a customer? Oh, now you show up! Evening, sunshine, Lane says, shaking his hair out a little like a wet dog. Lane? He steps in like he owns the place, his hands shoved into his pockets. You're already here. He looks surprised, but not in a, wow, you're so responsible kind of way. More like he wasn't expected to see me at all. I lean an elbow against the counter. Yeah, started a bit early. He kicks water off his boots as he walks closer. Why'd you come in through the front, though? You're not supposed to. I didn't, I say, cutting him off gently. I used the staff door. Lane pauses, raising his pierced eyebrow just a little. I didn't see you there. I was headed to the back. Figure you'd be waiting by the staff door like last time. He scratches the back of his neck, his wet hair sticking up a bit. Kinda figured I'd have to let you in, but that's weird when I didn't see you. So I just came around the front instead. He grabs a Red Bull from the freezer like he already paid for it. Still look at me like something doesn't add up. So, how'd you get in without the key? What? I'm gonna tell him what happened. Why would I tell him what he wants to hear? Damn. I'll see what happened. I hesitate for a second. I don't want to lie. Not about this. I didn't just appear out of nowhere, if that's what you're thinking. I answer, adjusting my name tag again. The biker from yesterday. He helped me. Lane stares at me like I just said something insane. What? He was there. I didn't have the key, so I gesture loosely towards the back of the store. He opened the staff door for me. His smile doesn't drop right away. It just kinda stiffens. Like it's holding onto his face too long. Oh, he says too casually, opening the can. That guy. I nod. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he meant to show up. He looked just as surprised as me. But he helped me, so... He hummed something low in his throat, then moved behind the counter like usual. Like I didn't just tell him I was alone in the dark with a man no one knows much about. He takes a sip, then grabs a rag from under the counter and wipes up some water from the surface. You let that guy touch the staff door? The rag squeaks faintly on the counter. Jeez, since when is it such a big deal to him? I didn't let him. He just helped. That's it. Lane keeps his eyes on me while he wipes the counter, even though there's nothing left to clean. Then he lets out a dry little laugh. And you're just okay with that. I can feel the jealousy, but it feels like more than that. I would have been locked out alone for hours, I reply, trying not to sound defensive. He was just being nice. Nice. Silence falls between us, heavy enough that the faint fizz of his drink feels loud. I blink. He even helped me with that creep. He's never done anything weird. Unlike you, Lane! Yet. There's no bite in his tone. That's what makes it worse. I don't say anything. He doesn't either, but finally tosses the rag aside, staring at the floor like he's trying to bite back whatever he wants to say. You want me to talk to RJ? He offers. I could say you didn't have the key tonight. Maybe get a spare maid or something. So this doesn't happen again. I blink again. Oh, sure. That'd be nice. He shrugs like it's nothing. Cool. I got you. And just like that, the weird edge in the air disappears. Not all the way, but enough that I start second-guessing whether I imagined it in the first place. I watch him pick up his cat and head into the stockroom like none of that just happened. Like he didn't just look at me like I'd done something wrong. Was he mad? Or just weird? Or both? I let out a quiet breath, mentally shaking off the last bit of that weirdness from our conversation. My eyes catch the usual mess of Ronnie Joe's post-it notes on the counter. It's funny how, even though the manager never sticks around, the store still somehow feels like his mess. Anyway, time to get to work. Oh. Go to stockroom, aisle 2, aisle 3. Let's start with aisle 1. What the hell? Talk to the customer. You ask her if she needs help finding anything. She looks up from her basket, eyes tired but kind. Yeah, actually, do you know where the chocolate display is? My daughter's having a night meltdown and apparently dark chocolate is the only thing keeping her alive today. You say that you don't remember, but you're going to check. She looks around and gives you a smile. I'll manage. At least you tried. You're not like the young boy from earlier. He just pointed and said, I don't know. Damn, he sucks. Go back. Go store entrance? What the hell? Go outside. Lost dog poster. Please help me find my dog. Why is it like this? It's kind of spooky. Go to the washroom. Boxes? A rack of forgotten snacks sit by the entrance. Chips, candy, and instant noodles. Their packaging faded and frayed. You can't help but wonder if they've gone rotten by now. What? Camera. The security camera is tilted wrong. Probably knocked loose weeks ago and never fixed. It barely covers the blind spots anymore. Maybe that's why things go missing so often. But knowing Ronnie Joe, he'd rather trust people than pay for new screws. Vending machine. What? Check the vending machine? You hit the machine, hoping it'll start working again. You've got no idea how to actually fix it. Maybe it's better just come back another day and try again. Damn. Go back. Washroom. Do I need to clean anything? What's up over here? The wall. What? Okay. I have nothing to say about this. Wait. Oh, okay. That was an exit down there. Wait. Is there anything I could do about this, actually? Aside from just leaving? Apparently not. Clean the stains. You need the right supplies to clean this. Damn. I don't have the right supplies. Look in the mirror. You catch your reflection in the mirror. You smile. But the glass is cracked, slicing your face into pieces. It makes it look like someone else is smiling back. Man. I have a distinct feeling that my character's not okay. Go outside? Okay. Walk to the alley? That is still so spooky. The bike! Inspect the bike closely. This bike is parked just here. Matte black and huge. There's something weirdly graceful about it too. You don't know much about motorcycles, but this one looks cared for. Like someone actually loves it. There's a red streak along its side. A long faded scar. You don't know what it is, but it pulls your eyes. This guy's weird, but his bike? His bike is kind of beautiful. Alright, where to? Do I click anywhere else? Is there an exit? Can I... Am I stuck on the screen? God damn it. Wait, never mind. There's an exit over here. Sure, I'm gonna do that. I could go to the back. That's something I could do. That's the staff door. Staff door then. Let's see. I could go to the broken staff door. There's nothing else to click on. The guy with the helmet didn't give the lock a chance. Your manager's gonna blow a fuse, but maybe now he'll finally put in the real one. Honestly, the store might actually be safer because of it. Damn. Then again, Ronnie Joe and what's-his-face really do suck. Let's go back inside. Oh, hello, customer! An elderly man in a worn coat and mismatched shoes. He carries a plastic bag and wanders slowly through the entrance area. You catch him mumbling near the automatic doors and ask if he needs help finding something. You think a dog would come back if it loved you, huh? But nah, they got lost easy. Real easy. He chuckles to himself. Had two once. Brothers. Kinda. Not by blood, but by time. First one was a loud fella. He barked at winds, barked at clouds, barked at his own damn tail. Never once bit. Not even when a neighbor's kid pulled his ears. All barked at one. Pissed off where he counted. Damn. Anything else? Anything else to look at? I guess not. Let's go to aisle 2. Huh. Man, the vomit! You can't clean that for now. How am I supposed to clean anything? Go back? You can go to aisle 3. Anything here to interact with? Ramen display. The packets are uneven. Someone rummaged through them earlier or dropped them. You rotate them one by one. Well, that's done. There was something else you could interact with. The chocolate display. The shelf's half empty. Or half full. Depends if you're the kind of person who still believes in sugar highs. I kind of like the humor in this game. What? Advertising sign. A dusty sign advertising Mambo Crunch Extreme Chips. Featuring a yellow cartoon snake giving a thumbs up. You're not sure what the flavor is, but the snake seems proud of it. Right. I did manage to find the chocolate, so I could go back to that lady in aisle 1. Hey. Scanning shelves with a puzzled look, she's looking for dark chocolate. You point her towards the aisle 3 near the fridge. She nods, clearly relieved. Oh, thank God. You just saved me from a sugarless war zone. Appreciate it, sweetheart. Damn. I did a good today. Alright, let's go back. I need to go to this receipt log. If not scanned, write down at time, please. I don't know if any of this is important. I need to clean the store plus the washroom. Restock the aisles. Second, if you have time. Empty trash bins. Try fixing the vending machine. By the way, my wife kicked me out. Don't expect me to be any nicer tomorrow. Well, too bad. Let's go to the stock room. Damn, Lane is just here. I don't got time for Lane. Staff complain. Unsafe working condition. The ceiling above the register has been leaking for 6 weeks now. How has it not been fixed? The mold smell in the stockroom is really getting bad. A few of us had to take breaks because of it. Negligence the worst. Some coworker, one in particularly, routinely leaves early or sleeps in the back. No manager presence during night shift despite repeated issues. No security. Requested action. Maybe listen to your staff. Final note. Hope you actually read it this time, RJ. Had to print this on an odd schedule. Wait, on a DD schedule? No blank forms left. Just quit? RJ, you suck! Take a look. What's going on here? A new girl starts at night. Lane plus new girl, Lane plus new girl. Oh, I'm the new girl. God. Oh, so RJ takes the afternoon shift. Meanwhile, me and Lane takes the night shift. That seems to be it. Is there anything else I could look at? I can go back. I guess that's it. There's so many details in this game. I kind of love it. Stack of unopened boxes. The boxes are labeled, but the handwriting looks rushed. One has a missing can and got a tear, like someone opened it and closed it fast. Cleaning supplies! Bleach, broken mop handles, and another list of chores he'll ignore and you'll finish. Classic. You take the supplies without thinking too much. Right, is there anything else I can interact? Cringe poster? A motivational poster with a wolf howling at the moon. It says lead the pack. Which is rich considering you're in the back of a convenience store. Damn, is there anything else I can interact with? I don't want to interact with Lane. I don't wanna. I'm gonna. You get the feeling he's not in the mood. It's like walking towards a dog you're not sure will bite. Maybe keep your distance for now. There's a lot of I don't know, references to dogs, which I'm curious about. Blood? Sure. Huh. What the hell? Clean the vomit. Smells like energy drink, gum and shit. You wipe until the surface squeaks. As you clean, you hear a coworker's familiar voice behind you. Careful, Cinderella. If you make it too clean, people will start expecting effort from us. You suck! Clear the shelf. Huh. I squat in front of the shelves, dragging the crate behind me. It's half filled with packets of cake donuts. Pinkalicious. Little snacks according to the label. The kind you tear open while you're craving something sweet. First task, clear the old stuff. Well, easy enough. I crouch down and start clearing the lower shelves first. Crushed cups, dust-covered ones, and ones that smell rotten. I crinkle my nose and toss it straight into the return bin nearby. Once it's done, I eye the top row. And it's still a mess. Great. Most of the expired ones are shoved way in the back. I exhale and roll my sleeves up. No step stool inside, but I'm not that short. I can do this. I mean, I'm perfectly capable of reaching a few packets of snacks without help. I stand up and step on the lowest shelf. Oh, that's a terrible idea! It creaks beneath my sneakers. I reach up, stretching as far as I can. My hand smacks something, and a cup topples down. Shit! Yeah, I twist to dodge it, losing my balance as I hop back down fast, landing with a thud and a puff of dust. Okay, maybe not perfectly capable. I bend down to pick it up, shoving it into the crate with more force than necessary. God damn it. Why are these shelves so high? It's not like we have 2-meter tall customers every day. Jeez. I don't even know how our regular-sized customers deal with it. I get back on my toes. The shelf digs into my ribs, and I miserably fail a second time. This is ridiculous. I glance around. Maybe I should ask for help. Try again. I'm not gonna give up. I've done harder stuff than grabbing a couple of goddamn rotten items. I rub my palms against my apron, then shake out my hands like they'll help me grow a few inches. Alright, I mutter. One more try. I step up onto the bottom ledge again, careful not to put my full weight on it this time. Then I stretch further, enough to get on the edge of an item, brushing my fingers. I lean more. Just a little more. This sounds disastrous. But my sneakers squeak against the metal. Dad! My foot slips sideways. And I start falling back. Holy! I whisper to myself as I let gravity do its job. I close my eyes, but I don't hit the ground. What the? Before I can even register what's happening, I feel 2 hands grab me. One under my ribs, the other steady at my waist, cold through the fabric of my shirt. I freeze midair, and so does he. He holds me just long enough for me to steady myself, then pulls his hand away as if he touched fire. I step back and turn around, my heart still pounding. Yay! Biker boy? You okay? He says shyly. Take a small step back. I blink, feeling the cold of his hands lingering on my skin. Yeah. We both avoid each other's gaze. Only because this situation is so embarrassing and I'm suddenly warm in the face. I smooth my apron down even though it doesn't need it. I saw you through the automatic doors. Still checking on your bike? He nods, and I let out a small laugh. I couldn't think of anything to say after that, so I just look at him. He nervously waves a hand towards the shelf like he's trying to say something to fill the awkward pause. You almost fell. My face burns, but it's more shame than anything else. Yeah, I was trying to do it alone, I answered with an embarrassed smile. I saw. Well, thanks. For catching me and all the other stuff, too. You're like my personal guardian angel or something, I laugh softly. He looks down. Guess I'm just in the right place at the right time. I shoot an annoyed look at the cake donut still waiting behind me. I can help. If you want, of course. I glance back at him. You volunteering for free labor? I owe you 50 cents. I laugh. Not anymore, but touche. He doesn't respond, but I can almost feel him smiling, like I just made him the happiest man on earth. Then he steps forward. I step aside automatically, and suddenly, he's right there next to me. As if helping me isn't even a question. He lifts his arm, and damn! I forgot just how tall he is. He doesn't even need to stretch to reach the top shelf. Where I was practically climbing, he just stands. And I look so tiny next to him. Ah! One by one, he pulls the expired cups off the shelf before grabbing the box on the floor. It's a big box, but in his hands, it looks like a shoebox. I start, stepping towards it. But he's already opened it, already pulling out the pink packets with his weird kind of care. I got it. I end up just standing there again. But to be honest, I kind of feel a little useless. So I move beside him to help, but every time I reach for a packet, he's already taken it. After the 3rd time, I stop trying. You really don't have to. I try again. I don't mind, he says, still filling the shelf. He finishes the last row and finally straightens, his head turning towards me. Even if he's faceless, I can see he's checking if I'm okay, if I'm satisfied with the work, or if I need anything else. I realize I've been doing nothing but staring at him. I clear my throat. Thanks. Then I take a glance at the shelf, all restocked and perfectly lined, probably better than I would have done it. He would have made a good coworker. He steps away suddenly, like his body remembered too late that we weren't supposed to be this close. Those are pretty popular, he says quickly. I didn't want you to fall trying to reach it. I tried to laugh, but it comes out awkward. Well, I nearly did. He gives me a shy nod before grabbing the cup that fell earlier. Oh, it's expired, I explain, already reaching for it. I'll toss it, don't worry. But he doesn't hand it over. Instead, he holds it for a second. I'll do it. I blink. You sure? Yeah, if I can help you. He trails off, then turns without waiting for an answer, heading towards the entrance with the cup in hand. I watch him go, with a smile on my face. Ah, I love him. Store entrance, go back. Let's go back first. Is there anything else I can look at? That's the receipt log. Aisle 3, real quick. Finish the nah, I'm not done. I need to go to the bathroom to clean that up. Hi, old man. I'm going to the washroom to clean up the stains. What even is this? You scrub until it disappears. Right. Do I want to know what that is? Is there anything else I can do? Nothing else in the mirror. Okay, I guess there's nothing else I can look at. I'm still worried about that weird stain in the middle of the floor. Is there anything out here that I missed, aside from creepy clown? I hate the creepy clown. Doesn't seem to be anything else I can do, so might as well, start finishing up my work. What? The other one you asked? You didn't even open your mouth. Huh. The other one was quiet. Never made a peep. Would just watch you with them eyes, or sat by the door watching the world like he knew something the rest of us didn't. Wouldn't even bark when he was hungry. First time he bit someone, it was a neighbor kid. He came around and started pushing the loud dog, tossing rocks at him. So he got up and bit the boy's hand so hard, he screamed like he met God. You watched the old man slap his thigh, laughing hard. Funny, ain't it? Folks always trust the quiet ones. Figures they won't do nothing, till they do. Totally not foreshadowing, I don't know what they're talking about. Ain't nothing I can do about a vending machine, right? You hit the machine, hoping it'll start working again. You got no idea how to actually fix it. Maybe it's better just come back another day and try again. Right. I think all I need to do is down at, aisle... what are the aisles? Frig? Near the fridge, you find a sticker of a female cartoon character in a bikini. Someone drew horns and fangs on her. But her breasts are still intact. Yikes. Cold coffee, not refrigerated. The label is faded. Did you eat anything today? Of course not. You never do when you're spiraling. I don't think I'm okay. Clearly, I am not okay. Holy. It seems like anytime I, go to certain aisles, something new happens. And I'm not even sure what triggers them. It's so freaky. So I've already cleaned the store plus the washroom, restocked the aisles. Second one if I have time. Empty trash bins. Are there trash bins? Wait. Am I missing something? Is that back? Actually, I'm curious about that. I gotta go find the trash bins. Unless, I don't need to do that. Unless it's really not something I had to do. If that's the case, then that sucks. Because what the hell am I supposed to do? Damn. Okay. I guess we'll just finish our task and, just not bother. Alright. Finish the task. Uh-huh. I think I did everything. Yeah, just gonna make another save and finish the task. Yeah, I finished straightening out the last row of instant noodles and step back. Just enough to eye the remaining ones and fix them with one lazy swipe of my hand. I inhaled deeply and let it all out, placing both my hands on my hips. There's a weird kind of pride that comes in finally getting all the shelves looking decent. My feet hurt, my back is sore, and the mop water is still a little red from whatever sticky mess the customer left near the aisle. You mean the blood? But I still did what I could. Good enough. Also, who throws up in the middle of a convenience store? I walk across the still wet floor and check the post-it Roddy Joe left one last time, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Well, I mumble under my breath, stretching my arms out until my shoulder pops. That's most of it. I lean against the counter for a second and let out a big yawn, my eyes watering from how tired I am. Then I glance outside. The rain is hitting the pavement sideways now, the kind of weather that makes even the weirdos stay home. I check on my phone. It says it's a little after 2 a.m. No customers in the last half hour. No more shelves to fix. Perfect. I could almost start to relax. I quickly grab the disinfectant spray and a rag from under the counter. All that's left is wiping the top down. The last little ritual that means the night's almost over. I spray a line of cleaner across the sticky edge and start scrubbing in circles. That's when I hear the stockroom's door open behind me. I don't even have to look. Lane walks in. Careful, his voice calls out. The floor's a little slippery. He walks around the counter and stands beside me. You actually mopped, he says, eyebrows raised. We could have done it right before closing, you know. I side-eye him, still cleaning the counter. What do you mean by we? Hey, you nudges my elbow with his. I work smarter, not harder. And from what I could see, you handled it perfectly. I snort. All right, is that why you left me alone with that customer who wouldn't stop talking about his dogs? He grabs his jaw with both hands like he can't believe it. You saw him too. Lane? The weirdo was talking nonsense on me, so I had no choice but to lock myself in the stockroom. What choice did I have? I got scared. I let out an exasperated sigh and start organizing the receipt rolls. Lane leans on the counter, eyeing me like he's trying to read my mood. It would have helped, you know. If you were here, I remind him. He shrugs like, yeah, fair enough. It's easy to forget that, under all the bravado, Lane can actually be decent company when he's not trying so hard. Honestly, I don't mind doing the work. Less talking that way. Lane gasps, clutching his chest like I mortally wounded him. That's cold, even for you. I'm being nice. This is you being nice? I jot a number on the form, keeping my tone light. You should see me on a bad night. I'd rather not. I'm too fragile. He stretches like he's been working for hours, tapping his heel distractedly against the edge of the counter. Legit, all he did throughout the shift is throw a hissy fit in a stockroom. He's done nothing all night again. I hate Lane. Like, holy. You've been weird tonight. He says it casually, but I can catch the flicker of actual interest underneath. I'm just tired. You sure? You're usually a little more... He waves his hand vaguely. Annoyed with me. I'm trying a new technique. It's called choosing peace. He lets out a soft laugh, grabbing a lighter from the display on the counter. Can't believe you're robbing me of the one true joy in life. I roll my eyes and finally look at him fully. You'll live. Our slow burn workplace romance. He says that as he flicks the lighter on and holds up the tiny flame like it's symbolic. Dead in the water before it even had a chance. Didn't know it started. That's the thing about chemistry. Sometimes it's only on one side. He clicks the lighter shut, but keeps it in his hand. Doesn't mean it doesn't burn, though. I glance at him. Lane doesn't say anything. Just toys with the lighter a second longer, then sets it back on the display like it never meant anything. But hey, he adds, back to his usual grin. Yeah, I'm used to getting burned. I put the receipt rolls away, then turn and press my back against the counter. Touching. Now get your ass up and learn how to use a mop. Sure thing, Angel. I freeze. Not visibly, but just inside. I feel my chest tighten in a familiar way I wasn't ready for. What did you just call me? I opened my mouth to add something, but The automatic doors hiss suddenly. Lane glances past me. Great. I blink, confused, and turn. Yay! And I see him. Again. I guess he finally finished checking on his motorcycle. Biker boy is standing just inside aisle 2, dripping from head to toe. Looks like the thunderstorm didn't spare him. He doesn't move, doesn't speak, just stands there, his helmet slightly tilted down like he's reading something on the floor. But he's not. I can tell. Even through his visor, I can feel his eyes on me. On me, and only me. It's like he came back just to see me again. Weirdo's back. I shoot him a look. Lane? He shrugs, like, what? Then pretends to study the biker who still hasn't moved. Lion? He scoffs, glancing back at me with his dumb grin. He doesn't even buy anything half the time. Just stands there like a shy teenage boy waiting for... I don't know. Lane! I snap, trying again. That's enough. He raises an eyebrow like I'm the one being dramatic. What? I'm just asking questions. Legit? The only time you're ever present, the only time you ever open your goddamn mouth is to either berate me, the people around you, or him. I know for a fact that Biker Boy is danger, but I'd rather choose danger than you lame-ass punk. Isn't that customer service? Too many bikers these days. Lane takes one slow step around the counter. I step forward too, without thinking. I can intercept whatever he's planning just by moving. Just saying, he drawls, keeping his eye locked on Biker Boy. If I was standing around dripping on the floor like a wet dog, I'd at least say hi to the nice employee behind the register. Real matters, you know. Yeah, like you... Okay, legit? Like, you're not gonna get any prizes for just standing around breathing, Lane. Legit, you never do anything. So what gives you the right to even say anything now? Piss off. The biker tilts his head. For a guy who barely talks, you sure don't shut up with your head. Okay, again! You're being like such an asshole to someone who's just minding his own goddamn business. Like, I know he's not minding his own business, but you suck, Lane. I sigh through my nose. I don't want this tonight. Lane, seriously, cut it out. He's just a customer. Lane chuckles under his breath. No, customer. Right. He doesn't finish the sentence. And I don't even know what he means exactly, but I know it isn't good. Just chill. He just walked in. He lifts his hands, smiling like he's just making conversation. I'm chill. But he didn't just walk in. He walked in like that. Lane gestured towards the biker like he's got some kind of ugly art installation. I opened my mouth to say something, to defend Biker Boy maybe, or at least stop this. But Lane's already spiraling. You know what? Nah, this is actually good. I was getting bored. Enough, you piece of shit! You want a towel? Lane keeps going. Oh, are you planning to track water all over the floor so she has to clean it and you get to watch like a creep? I'm not a creep. His helmet snaps fast towards me, like he's checking to see if I'm buying what Lane's selling. I'm not, but I could tell he's worried I might be. I can see it in his body language. He's not just ignoring Lane out of peace. He's ignoring him because his focus is me. I know Biker Boy came for me. Lane knows it too. Because just as the Biker Boy moves again, taking one step closer, Lane suddenly shifts and steps in. Right in front of him. Close enough that their chests nearly brush. Are you guys gonna kiss already? Close enough that Lane has to tip his chin up just to look at him. Nope. Not one fucking step closer, Helmet Boy. The height difference hits me all at once. Lane's not short. He's taller than me by a lot. But next to Biker Boy, he looks really small. He doesn't back off. And me? I'm stuck in the middle. Damn, I didn't want to be sandwiched. I'd rather be a tartine. Oh man, not the JoJo. What in the world? Biker Boy doesn't look like he's here for a fight. It's more like he wanted to get closer to me. And without meaning to, I'm looking at him softer than I should be. As if to ease the tension, he lifts a hand and waves at me. Just a few shy fingers, like he's only ever seen other people do it in movies, and he's not sure if it's dumb. It's not dumb. It's sweet. Hi again. Something flips in my stomach. I don't even know why. It's like he said again on purpose to show me he remembered earlier, and that actually meant something to him. Lane reacts before I can. Ridiculous. Biker Boy lowers his hand. What is it? You think she'll magically fall on your dick just because you helped commit property damage? Lane! What the fuck are you? Relax, pretty. That was just a question. Okay, you are such a piece of work. Like, God. Like, I know that there are some people out there that like you, but I can't stand you. I just came to make sure you're okay. Lane lets out this sharp, mocking laugh before I can thank him again. And now you did. Congrats. Fuck off. I'm not here to fight you. You already are. You're starting it, Lane! Right now, I feel like my record for dumbest thing done in this store is in serious danger. I feel like I'm caught between someone who won't shut up and someone who won't speak. Well, you are. I honestly don't know which one feels worse. Probably Lane. Also, like, okay, I don't know if anyone else sees this, but Biker Boy, like, the reflection in his helmet kind of looks like a knife, and that is such a cool detail. I take a slow, long breath, already feeling the migraine forming behind my eyes. Can you guys please not? What? Told you, his stick's too small to be taken seriously. My mouth opens again. I just hate Lane. I just hate him so much. Like, he deserves anything that comes at him. Like, all the bad ends involving Lane, like everything terrible that happens to him, everything. He deserves it all. I don't care for his backstory. I don't care about what happened that led him here. He deserves everything coming his way. I'm just saying. And no, I will not apologize. Oh my God. You're supposed to be tiny if you talk about it this much. Yeah, that's just hard to ignore. Yeah, it's your girl. My jaw clenches. Enough! Are you 5? 18 in my head. I could see that, Lane. Biker Boy looks away for a second. He seems embarrassed. He's not mad Lane actually said that. He's mad I heard it. I just think it's funny. You spend one day with a dude who doesn't talk, and suddenly he's your favorite person in the world. 'Cause he was actually there. He actually stepped up. You did jack shit. Across everything, Lane, all you do is make the worst fucking comments I have ever seen an antagonist make. Ever since that one game, which I won't even mention anymore, because, like, God freaking damn, I even forgot the name of that goddamn game, but I just remember it's just some blonde dude who's like the most misogynistic prick I've ever met. And you are taking the crown for being the biggest asshole I've met in a visual novel. God. Favorite person? Just look at this. Lane gestures wildly towards the staff door. He kicked it open, didn't he? Who the hell does that? Who needs to do that? You didn't even show up, you piece of shit! It was locked. Okay, yeah, but you could have waited. Fuck off! Or I don't know, hit the damn door. I hit it! Multiple times! You're good at looking helpless. No wonder he came running. What does that even mean? Is he seriously mad at me? You were supposed to be here. Biker Boy's voice cuts through like a blade. What? You left her outside. In the storm. While you were off doing nothing. Biker Boy is defending me? I don't say a word. I just look between them, mostly because I have no idea what to say or do. Lane narrows his eyes and barks a laugh. Yeah? And what? You're not staff. You weren't even supposed to be near that door. The biker steps forward, just a little. And Lane doesn't back up. He leans in too. Now the only thing between them is heat, breath, and whatever's going on behind that helmet. Are they both hard? Please tell me they are. Because that's the only way that Lane would ever be, I don't know, somewhat redeemed in my eyes. I don't know. Are they hard for each other? She didn't ask you to be here, Lane spits. You're not her fucking man. Biker Boy tilts his helmet slightly. No. But you're not either. Lane's smile drops, and the silence lands hard between them. Biker Boy lets the words hang there, just long enough before he finishes. Also, the cameras don't work. And I didn't see anything that happened in the store. I was there. You weren't. Lane's jaw tightens. Okay. So we're keeping score now. I just wasn't gonna leave her standing out there for hours. His voice doesn't raise, but every word is direct. Like he's slicing through Lane's bullshit 1 inch at a time. So what? You want to meddle? A blowjob? No. It's just what someone who cares should have done. Wow. You hear that? He throws me a look, like I meant to join in on the joke. He gives a shit. Yeah, unlike you! The biker ignores him. And that, of course, pisses Lane off more. So, okay, Darth Vader. Let me guess. Some tragic backstory turning you to the dark side? Lane keeps circling the same point, like a dog with a bone. Talk about how dangerous it is to let guys like him in the store. I've had enough. I snap. Stop! Huh? What's your damn problem? He's just a customer, Lane. You're blowing this way out of proportion. Yeah? He lifts his pierced eyebrow. Didn't look like just a customer the way he had you giggling outside. I wasn't giggling. I was fucking freezing, you asshole! As he said, you weren't there. Whatever you say. He waves a hand like I'm the one being ridiculous. He didn't do anything to you. You're just pissed off because someone else knows how to be decent for 5 seconds. He scoffs. You're real generous for your loyalty these days. Oh, yeah, here's the thing. It's pretty easy for me to be nice. It's very easy for me to do that, okay? It's not easy with you because you make every fucking situation about your goddamn dick, Lane. Goddamn. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I know. I'm just doing my goddamn job, Lane. Something you forget to do half the time. He grins. An ugly grin that probably hides something deeper. God, women talk so much. Okay, that's it. Can you clock him right now? Can you bash your fucking helmet into his head? Like, I'm more than happy to see gore right now. I'm more than happy for whatever happens to him right now. Like, holy shit. You want a mic or something, pretty? That shuts me up for a second. Excuse me? You said what you had to say. Cool. Got it. Now can we move on before your monologue hits Act 3? I stared at him, not saying anything. Because... what the fuck is wrong with him? Look, if you want to flirt with a serial killer, be my guest. I just think maybe don't do it while you're on the clock, you know. Ironic. I say it as I grab the biker's arm, my fingers curling around the thick muscle of his bicep. It's like gripping a statue. He's surprised but lets me tug him with me anyway, like he's on a leash. Are you fucking serious right now? I don't turn around. Whatever. I grip Biker Boy's arm a little tighter. For Lane's benefit. And maybe a little for mine. Have fun. Hope he knows how to use it. Fucking hell. We disappeared down aisle 1, leaving the world's most annoying man behind to stew in his own bruised ego. I don't let go of his arm until we're halfway down the aisle. And even then, I kind of forget to. I clear my throat and finally pull my hand back. Sorry. I mumble as I rub my palm on my thigh, like I touched something hot. Well, kind of accurate. He glances down at me through the visor with visible confusion. Like he doesn't fully understand how he got here, but he's not mad about it. He's always been an asshole. I wouldn't mind if you take care of him right now. It's okay. I'm not here for him. I feel the red rising to my cheeks. I cross my arms and look away, pretending to inspect the shelf I cleaned earlier, like it's the Louvre. I'm here, I manage. Very smart response, Lion. Very good. He shifts a little beside me. Sorry about the door. Seriously, it's not a big deal. If it hadn't been the door, Lane would have found something else to be annoyed about. Just when I think I might finally relax, I hear the clumsy shuffle of footsteps from the front store. Oh no. We both peek around the end of the aisle. A man in his late 50s is stumbling through the automatic doors, cheeks flushed and a smile like he's laughing at a joke no one heard. Ah! He yells, pointing his finger at nothing. Man, I love this place. Oh, this place right here. Best snacks in the country, swear to God. The biker just watches the drunk man with quiet indifference. Hey! The man calls again. Do you guys still have those little, pink donuts? My wife hates them. I love them. I step outside with a sigh and my best smile. Yeah, we got those. Come with me. He lights up like I just offered him gold. Oh, bless your soul, miss. It takes a step and suddenly pauses. Whoa! Your boyfriend's so tall, I didn't even see him. He's not my... Oh, careful out there, pal. Roads are mean after midnight. He tries to wake, but both his eyes close. A drunk freaking customer is better than Lane. How? You're not even wearing full gear. Look at that. The man slaps a hand against Biker Boy's arm, squeezing like he's testing for armor. The biker doesn't even move, just stares down at the drunk. Okay, sir. Come on. Yeah. Rock and roll! I love drunk man. He's the greatest. He's the greatest of all time. Best character in this game. Okay? Like, not even Biker Boy. Okay? What? I'm standing still in the parking lot, staring at my phone screen. At a photo from Ronnie Joe. It's a blurry pic of a printed paper taped crookedly on a board. The new schedule. And right there in bold black marker, my name is written right after opening shift. Tomorrow. Like in a few hours. Is that a joke? I scroll down. There's nothing else. Just Ronnie Joe's dumb emoji thumbs up and a thanks for being flexible. Flexible my ass! I don't even have the key! I look more carefully at the picture. Half the shifts are scribbled out with pen. I already knew the store was circling the drain. Ronnie Joe's been slapping things together for weeks now, but this is the first time it feels like he's actually panicking. Oh, jeez. The only person who has the key is Lane. But Lane left early today. That means I'm gonna have to go to his apartment tomorrow. Oh! Not the first time I'll go there, but still. I sigh so hard, my lungs actually hurt. Do I even go home? Well, I've got no choice. I keep walking, annoyed. Lucky for me, the rain has eased up a bit. Next problem, the bus. Should I take it? It's like $1.50, not that much. But $1.50 tonight and $1.50 tomorrow, and by the end of the week, I'm crying in my kitchen because I didn't pay the water bill again. Rent's already breathing down my neck, so... I mean, it's not like walking is impossible. It's just far. And creepy. And there's always weird guys hanging around at night. Walking is free. And I like free. Lion! Stop sitting here like an idiot! If you walk, you save money. If you take the bus, you get home faster, maybe don't get rained on. I glanced down at the coins in my palm. The metal cool and familiar. Taking the bus means spending money I'd rather keep, but walking home alone... Yeah, I don't think I have the guts for that tonight. The bus stop's just a few blocks away, and the walk there feels longer than it should. Every shadow stretches like some monster, and the sound of my footsteps seem louder than normal. Probably because there's absolutely no one here except me and the rain. Hey, bus stop. By the time I reach the empty station, I'm already one bad vibe away from a meltdown. Oh, of course there's no one else here waiting. I don't really know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I take off my soaking wet hoodie. I'd rather not be sick tomorrow. I sit on the cold metal bench, shifting uncomfortably, and check the schedule. 10 minutes till the next bus. I don't like waiting here alone. I don't think I ever will. Not because something's always happening, but because once was enough. I take a deep breath. It's cold and still raining, so my breath turns into that little cloud in front of me. My ears are tuned to every little sound I can catch through the rain. The wind, the weird clanking from the construction site across the street, a car rolling too slow. Oh, is it Biker Boy? A motorcycle engine shatters the stillness, tearing right over the sound of wind and rain. I blink some water out of my lashes, trying to get a better look at the machine, but mostly at the guy on it. Biker Boy! Of course. He's hunched slightly over his bike, like the world's pressing down on him and he's used to it. I don't even realize I'm holding my breath a little until he slows down near the curb. Biker Boy cuts the engines just beside the bus stop, not far from where I'm sitting. For a second, it's just the sound of the rain again and the shape of him under the dark. There's a part of me, deep in my stomach, that should feel uneasy. A big guy on a bike pulling beside a girl sitting alone at night? Weird. I mean, I should feel weird about it. But I don't. And it pisses me off that I don't feel that way. Because it's him, and I barely even know him. Idiot, I whispered to myself. I probably wouldn't last 5 minutes in a horror movie, that's true. I'd be that idiot who trusts a mysterious biker boy already mentally writing a love story instead of running. Cursing myself, I turned my head towards him. He just kinda sits there for a second. Like he's stuck in his own head, arguing with himself about what to do, what to say, what not to say, and how badly he might screw it up. After a moment, he gets off his bike and starts walking. There's no reason for him to be here. It's not even close to the highway. There's no gas station around either. It's not the kind of stop you just pass by. And yet, here he is, again. I smile and lean back against the bench. Are you following me? My voice comes out more casual than I expect. He freezes, clearly caught off guard by me speaking first. His boots scratch at the dirt, like he's already rewriting the whole scenario in his head. And from what I can see, he thinks it's not going well. Cute. After a beat, he starts walking again towards the shelter, but stays just outside of it. Like there's an invisible line between us, and he's not sure he's allowed to cross it. His helmet tilts towards the bus schedule like it's the most interesting thing in the world. The bus isn't here yet. He nods. Might be late. That makes me glance at him. Rain and all. It's such a simple thing to say, but he sounds like he was worried I'd be stuck here. Like he came here only because he figured I'd be stuck here. I scoot over a little on the bench, tapping the empty spot beside me with my palm. You can sit, you know. He hesitates. Not like he doesn't want to. I can't tell it's the only thing he wants. But something's holding him back, like he's scared it's not okay to want it. Still, after a few seconds, he sits. Not close, but not across the planet either. Maybe 2 whole feet between us. He's so cute. It's weirdly more intimate than if we were closer. We sit like that for a while, the only sound between us being the rain and the steady click-clack of my shoe tapping against the concrete. I want to say something. I should. So I do. I figured you'd be out on your bike this late. I tried to sound normal, but it definitely came out like, please talk to me. Oh, He turns his head slightly towards me, his helmet angled just enough to show he heard. Yeah. Another silence. I can see how uncomfortable he is. It's not the first time I've noticed this about him. And there's something almost sad about the way he avoids talking to me. Somehow we just end up looking at each other. Or at least I think he is. I can see my reflection in his visor, staring back at myself like an idiot. I look as confused as I feel. His head dips lower for a second. He glances at my hands, then maybe at my legs. And for a flicker, I think his gaze pauses a little higher up. He probably thinks the helmet hides it. 5 seconds pass, maybe more. Then, like we're synced or something, we both look away at the exact same moment. I pretend to fix my sleeve. He pretends to care about the bus schedule. I bite the inside of my cheek to stop myself from smiling. No idea why I even want to. God, this is so awkward. I cross my arms on instinct, then uncross them because it feels weirdly defensive and tuck down again my sleeves. Instead, like they'll help me. Neither of us speaks. We just watch the rain starting to hit the glass of the shelter harder. When I sneak a glance back at him, I wish I could actually see his face. You cold? He asks, still not looking at me. His deep voice cuts through the silence so suddenly, it catches me off guard. Not really, I shrug. I am. That's when he finally dares to look at me. And he looks a bit disappointed by my answer. Like he was secretly hoping I'd say yes, just so he could play out one of those little scenarios he'd been imagining since earlier. I've ruined it! Maybe I should say or do something first this time. Make up for it a little. Do something! I should just do something nice. I'll probably learn something about him. Who knows? Lean a little closer. I shift a little on the bench and my knee bumps his. I lean in just slightly, glancing at his hands resting on his thighs. His fingers are curled a little, almost like he doesn't want them to be noticed. I notice anyway. You've got nice hands. He freezes 1 second before looking down at them. Oh, thanks. You got tattoos on him. Can I see? Slowly, he lifts both of his hands and turns them palm down over his legs so I can see the back of them. I lean in a little more, just to get a better look. Damn, those are nice. I trace the lines of his ink with my eyes. It's skulls. Abstract skulls. Messy lines, bleeding edges, as if the ink itself is trying to shape death. He doesn't say anything while I look. They mean something? I don't know. Got him when I was younger. I glance up. His helmet is tilted on the floor now. You regret them? Some. That surprises me. I don't know why, I just assumed he'd be the kind of guy who got tattoos just to look scary. Now that I'm looking closer, I can tell that the lines on his hands are old. The black has faded slightly into his skin, like smoke. They look good. Thanks. A gust of wind blows through the station, and I shift closer without thinking. Our shoulders brush, making me glance at his arm. So, where else do you have it? Do you have ink down there? I smile. Is that a secret? No, just... He rubs the back of his neck with the heel of one hand. Got some on my jawline. I nod, even though I've never seen them. His helmet and that mask under always covers that part of his face. And my back. What else? Your junk? Tell me it's on your junk! Below my abs? Oh my god, he actually has them on his junk! He freezes. I try not to react, but there's a part of me that's suddenly aware of how close we are. I want to get closer! Oh. He clears his throat and looks away fast. It's kind of adorable. For a guy with skulls inked into his skin, he gets flustered like a teenager. I hope I get to see them. His head snaps towards me so fast I hear the crack of his helmet. What? The one below my abs? Yes! I blink. My face goes hot in less than a second. What? I laugh from panic. I meant the ones on your neck or your jawline or your back or on your penor. Yeah, I bury my face in my hands and groan. Oh. I wish you could see him too. I see the bus coming from way down the road, a pair of soft yellow headlights swimming through the rain. I sigh a little and stand up, brushing off the back of my jeans and making sure my coins are still in the pocket. It's not far now. Behind me, I hear the creak of the bench. Biker boy stands too. I glance over, just out of habit. He's already looking towards the road, then at me, then quickly away again. The bus pulls up with a low hiss. I can already see the shadows of some tired passengers inside. I pull out my coins, already halfway stepping forward as the door creaks open. Well, I murmur, without really looking at him. I guess that's it for me. See ya. I take another step towards the curb. But that's when I feel something warm close around my wrist, enough to make me stop. Wait. I freeze and look back. Biker boy stands close now. His visor reflects the bus lights, painting eerie faces that flicker and fade. Yeah? I can take you. Hey, yo! Yes? But, yes, right here. In front of all these passengers. I'm more than happy to. On my back. Doubly, yes. Sure. I look down at my hand. I'm not sure if he realizes how he's slowly sliding his thumb across my palm now. Like it calms him down. And it helps him think through touch. If you want. It's not far. I just thought. That bus. Sometimes there's weird people on it. I smile. You're saying you're the normal one? No, yeah? I feel his fingers gently twisting and playing with mine, like a kid trying not to be nervous. I laugh and let him do it, without really knowing why. It'd be faster too. I take a look behind him, at his motorcycle parked just a few feet from us. The rain is slipping off the seat. There's also a soft puddle near the wheels. But it'll still be in the rain. No. That's right. Silence. He's still fidgeting my fingers, maybe in his thoughts trying to find something to respond with. Something clever or convincing. But nothing comes out. Instead, his thumb presses gently into my palm. Just once. A small gesture that says, "Please stay." Yes! I glance at the bus. The driver exhales loudly through his nose, watching us lazily with a look that says, "Are you getting on, or?" I meet his eyes through the open door, then I shake my head. He throws his hands up like I've ruined his entire night. Always wasting my damn time, he mutters, just barely audible through the hiss of the doors. The bus pulls up, tires dragging through the wet asphalt. And just like that, it's gone. And it's again just the two of us. I turn back. Biker boy still hasn't let go of my hand, but now he's completely frozen. Almost like he doesn't believe what just happened. He lifts his hand slowly. Oh, okay, sure. High enough that our hands hover in the air between us, together. I'm so happy. I glance up at him and blink. His voice is a bit deeper than usual, but I know right away he means it. Really, really, really means it. Just don't go so fast, okay? I've never been on a bike before, I admit, a little embarrassed. Like, ever. Don't be gentle. No, go hard! You sure? I raise a brow. You look like the kind of guy who goes 90 on empty roads. Nah. I go faster than that on empty roads. That makes me laugh. A real laugh from the chest. That's reassuring. He shyly lowers our hands, like he's afraid to drop something fragile. There's a bit of silence. The rain keeps tapping the ground around us. You like bikes that much? Yeah. Why? Because of someone I knew. No! Oh. He starts walking. Not ahead of me, but with me. Pulling me gently along towards his bike, like I'm some princess. As we reach the bike, he finally lets go of my hand to unhook something from the back. Another helmet. Oh, sweet! It's red. Why is it cracked? It's red, the color of dried cherries. The motif seems to represent sharp teeth or a demon's face? The visor is dark blue, scratched and cracked in one spot. Not too bad, but enough that it's obvious it's been through a few scrapes. There's a small dent near the top, like it's been dropped before or maybe thrown. I stare at it for a long second, and there's this weird feeling. A whisper just on the edge of my memory. Have I seen that helmet before? Maybe on TV? Or in a movie? Maybe just on someone passing by? I can't really tell. It feels oddly familiar, but the memory slides away before I can grab it. Biker boy stares at it too for a second, then back at me, like he's thinking about saying something but decides not to. Wait. Did he always carry a second helmet? Or did he bring it just in case I said yes? I mean, maybe. Makes sense. He offered the ride, brought an extra helmet. Almost feels like a plan. Maybe he gives people rides all the time. Maybe it's not about me at all. Lion, do you want it to be about you? I'm just saying it doesn't suit him. Ugh. I hate how my brain runs like this. It's I'm kind of borking. I glance at the visor. The crack is definitely there. Maybe you shouldn't use this one. It's safer if you take mine. I shake my head. That's okay, I say, reaching out touching the smooth red shell. I grab it and feel the weight of it, a little heavier than I expected. You said you weren't going fast anyway, so I can take the red one. Yeah, don't worry. I've never crashed. For some reason I believe him. Because he says it like it's true. And because he looks like it's true too. Besides, you wouldn't want me to see your face anyway, I add with a small smile. I slide the helmet onto my head, careful with the cracked visor. It kind of smells like him. He steps closer. Can I... That helmet is annoying to put on. I nod. I've never worn a bike helmet before, so I don't really know what to expect. I hand it over, and he moves close, carefully lifting it and lowering it slowly over my head. It brushes past my ears as it goes on, and then it's resting there, not fully secured yet. He reaches under my chin, making me look up at him. Or at least look at the black void where his face should be. I catch my own reflection in the visor, wondering what's really under there. What color are his eyes? Does he have scars? Piercings? Or is he just some normal dude hiding behind all that plastic and glass? Have we met before? He freezes for half a second, then goes back to fiddling with the chin strap. No. We didn't. I feel his hands, but right now, they move like he's never fastened one in his life. Yeah, I don't know what answer I expected anyway. Maybe that helmet is annoying. I'm just distracted. I blink up at him, still tilted back with the helmet half clipped. By what? He lowers his head slowly. His visor is lined up exactly where I really don't want it to be. Oh my god. What's he looking at my boobs? I feel my face go hot under the helmet, trapped in this awkward bubble between us where I couldn't even step back because his hands are still right there. He's tall. I'm short. He's trying to clip something under my chin. Where else is it gonna end up looking? Ugh. Boys will be boys, I guess. Just when I open my mouth to say something, click. The chin strap finally snaps into place. There. He mutters before stepping back. As my fingers brush over the smooth plastic, I shove that awkward moment out of my head. It's not like he was being creepy, so no point in making this any weirder than it already is. I look over at him. He's already walking back to the bike like nothing happened, swinging a leg over the seat like it's nothing. He settles on it, pulling on thick black gloves before slouching forward over the gas tank. I guess it's my turn. I walk up next to it. The thing's huge. Way bigger than I thought up close. I guess if you're that tall, that's just what fits. I put one foot on the peg and try to swing my leg over, and make it halfway. And then I don't. My boot slips and I lose my balance for a second, stumbling back onto the pavement like an idiot. Definitely not beginner friendly. Okay, I say, trying to save face. Your bike is way too huge. He watches me to see if I'll try again. Yeah. Wait, I squint at him, tilting my head. Did you just say she? He puts a hand on his visor like he knows how dumb it sounds but can't lie about it. Yeah. I blink. You named your bike? Scarlett. Scarlett. That's pretty. Why? To have a little company. It's such a simple answer. But somehow it's the saddest thing I've ever heard said in such a plain voice. I look at him for a second and suddenly, the weird, quiet, tall guy who barely talks feels a little less like a stranger and a little more like someone real. Just a little. I see. But why not a guy bike then? Because I'm on top of her. Hey, yo! I choke on a laugh I can't hold back. Must be tough. What? I mean, like, you could be on top of a guy too. But there ain't nothing wrong with that. She likes it. Man, are all the men in this world weird? I know it's like 2009, but god damn. I swing my leg over, gripping the seat with my knees, and finally I'm on. I'm kind of proud of myself. Biker boy flicks the ignition, and his Scarlett roars to life. Let's go, I guess. I take a breath. Okay, I'm really doing this. Riding off with a guy I barely know. This is either going to be really cool or really scary. Man. Hey, yo. Hey, this is kind of cute. That's the first ride of your life. Or the second. I don't remember. Your reflection in the puddles is crooked. So is his. You were just behind him, clinging to him like your life depends on it. You're probably afraid of falling, even though he said he wouldn't go too fast. For someone like him, he seems a little nervous being that close to you. I feel like I should have my arms lower. Like, this seems dangerous. Like, my ass ain't on that seat. I'm pretty sure it ain't. Can I have my arms lower? Please? Oh, yes! Hands lower! Please! Ooh! Oh my god, it's so awkward. He hasn't said a word since he got on the bike. He probably won't. Did you notice that words aren't his thing? Hard not to, huh? But the way his shoulders tense when you wrapped your arms around him. The way his hands grip the handlebars tighter. That's it more than 1,000 words ever could. Right. Do I go lower? He rides fast, but not reckless. Not tonight. And certainly not for himself. He doesn't even know how to care about that. What he does know is how to care about you. Does he ride faster when he's alone? If I could hear him from that far away. Yeah, probably. Fast enough that the lines blur. Fast enough that the wind bites. Fast enough that if he crashed, he wouldn't get back up. Because when he's alone, who would it matter to? That is freaking sad. The bike still growls. The engine still aches to run. Maybe that's the point. Maybe riding too fast is the only time he feels anything at all. You don't know it yet, but it's not trying to get anywhere. He just doesn't know where else to be. Man, the story is freaking sad at times. You don't know what he's thinking either. You can guess, but that's all it is. Guesses. Maybe he's thinking about how your hands feel on him. About how you smell, or how you didn't hesitate when he said, I can take you. Or maybe he's not thinking at all. No thoughts, head empty? He told me that sometimes he has to pull over. Not because he's tired, but because his eyes are full of things that aren't what's in front of him. You feel that there's something in him that wants to say thank you. But he's a man who doesn't know how to say things. So he rides and lets the road speak for him. And it's getting dark. It's fading to black. Is this the part where my hands go lower? Maybe I shouldn't be joking at a time like that. Maybe. Finally, my apartment. The engine dies with a low rumble, leaving us in the sudden quiet of my street. I don't move right away. My legs feel stiff, and I still feel the wind rushing past my neck, even though it's gone. He gets off first and steadies me as I slide down. My head tilts, and I feel a little bit disoriented, but it fades. He takes off his gloves, and I pull off the red helmet, shaking my hair loose from under it. Whew! I laugh, running a hand through my hair. That was actually really cool, and way faster than the bus. I'm glad you liked it. I loved it. I'd never even been around the roads here. Like, past the old gas station? I didn't even know it looked like that around my... I feel it like a chill through my clothes. Around my building. Wait, you rode me home. But I never told you where I lived. Am I cooked? I know that he knows, but... The bottle of water on the stairs yesterday. That was you too, wasn't it? He nods. I saw you yesterday. When I was, riding around. I remember the street. That's all. It makes sense. Sort of. He's totally stalking me. I know that. I mean, it's not impossible. He writes a lot. Probably knows the street better than anyone. And yesterday, I was outside, walking home. Maybe he had passed by without me noticing. No. I'd have heard his motorcycle. Was he stalking me? Yes. There's this uneasy feeling in my stomach. You just happened to see me? Yeah. Is that true? It does not add up. It does not add up at all. I mean, if he really wanted to be creepy, he had his chance. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe. I give him a look, somewhere between grateful and suspicious, and force a small laugh. Okay. Guess you've got good memory. I didn't mean to scare you. You didn't. I mean, yeah, you didn't. Fuck. Can I get your number? My stomach flutters like I'm 15 again and a guy just passed me a note in class. This is after you find out that he's been stalking you. What? He wants my number? I tucked some hair behind my ear, tried to hide the smile tugging at my lips. I am ridiculously, yes you are. Getting all giddy just because a guy whose face I'd never seen asked for my number. But he dropped me off in my exact building, which is kind of worrying. My fingers twitch over my phone in my pocket. Should I give it to him knowing that, or not? I feel like this is a terrible idea. Oh no. I give him my number. Yeah, sure. I fumble for my phone. My fingers are weirdly clumsy. Maybe from the ride, or maybe because it's just weird being asked for my number at midnight by a guy who just drove me home on a motorcycle. I unlock it, glance up at him, and start reading off the digits. He pulls out his phone, and for the first second, I don't think much of it. Just another phone. But then the light from the screen hits the case. It's pink! And chipped on the corners, like it's been dropped a few times. There's also a glittery sticker on the back. I think it's a unicorn or maybe a cat. Hard to tell in this light. Okay. Huh. Not judging, but not really what I picture for him. Still, I don't say anything. People can have whatever phone cases they want. I have a feeling he stole that from someone. Probably one of his victims. You could just send me a message, I say with a smile. So I have your number too. I wait. And wait. Maybe his screen froze, or maybe he didn't catch my number right. No. I see his thumb hovering right over the keyboard. He keeps staring at his screen like the letters on the screen are written in a language he doesn't speak. Everything okay? His thumb twitches and he glances at me. I hesitate for a second and then I just ask, do you actually not know how to type on your phone? I say it softly to not make it sound mean. I told you. I'm not good at it. I prefer calling. And you prefer sending a picture of your bike instead? Yeah. At a time when sending pictures of your bike costs a lot of money. You, don't know how to write. No. Oh, I'm sorry. That makes me freeze. You don't know how to write, I repeat, careful not to let it sound like judgment. Wait, if he doesn't know how to write, who's been leaving me weird notes? Do I have more than one stalker? Are those weird notes even like being sent by someone else? Or am I reading too much into it? Just surprised. Did you drop school or something? Yeah. Huh. I feel he's still not meeting my eyes. He is clearly embarrassed by that. Maybe he thinks this changed something. That it lowers his worth or, I don't know. I mean, that's weird, but not a big deal, right? I smile gently. Well, I can teach you. What? You gave me a ride. I can give you the alphabet. He lets out the smallest, most awkward laugh I've ever heard from him. He nods quickly, like caught off guard by my kindness. All right. You know, for someone who called me Mademoiselle, I really pictured you writing poetry in French or something. I I heard it in a love movie. I don't even know how to write it. A love movie? God! That explains so much and somehow makes my chest feel warm and weird all at once. I'm probably blushing as hell right now, but still I try to sound normal. Oh, give me that. I hold out my hand. He hesitates, then slowly places his phone in my palm. There is no password, so I unlock and swipe to the Messages app. The last message thread is a month old. My fingers fly over the keyboard like it's second nature. What should I type, though? I know. He watches me like he's studying some kind of magic trick. I hit send and hand the phone back. Now you've texted me. He looks down at the screen and I see the faint glow of the message reflected in the dark visor. BB. Short for biker boy. It suits him, honestly. Something clicks in my brain a second too late. It sounds like... It's almost baby, I blurt out. I was already blushing, but now I just made things worse. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, not in a weird way. I totally meant it in a weird way. It's okay. Kinda love it. Oh. Wait. He clears his throat before typing something. After 1 second, I receive a message on my phone. It says, WZ. What's that? Want a zone? It's like, what the hell does that mean? Hang out. Right. Waste time. Together. I look up at him. Want a zone? I repeat. Then smile. So that's your code. He nods. Alright, BB. So next time you want to hang out, just text me WZ. He lowers his helmet and types again. I laugh under my breath. You didn't even wait. That was fast. Yeah. He steps back and swings a leg over Scarlett, settles into the seat like it's part of him. I step back too, arms floated, watching him. Night, BB. Night. He tilts his helmet towards me before riding off, swallowed by the night. And I stand there alone on the sidewalk a little longer, smiling like an idiot. I'm already thinking about when he'll send me a text. Back in my apartment, I guess? I push the door open with my shoulder and step inside the building. It's quiet in the entrance hall. Everyone is probably still sleeping. I don't stop walking. I pass the mailboxes on the right. Mine is probably stuffed again. Bills, reminders, maybe something with my name handwritten on it, which could be worse. I pretend I don't see it. The stairwell smells like dust, the kind that just clings to old buildings like this. Yeah, I should take the elevator. 15 floors and everything, but I don't. I just don't trust it. I don't know why, but the noise in the hallway makes it look much creepier. Fuck. The muscles behind my knees are screaming by the time I finally get to my floor. It smells like the leftovers of someone's dinner from an hour ago. Ugh. I am so hungry. My key's already in my hand. I stop in front of my door and glance towards the lock. What do I even have? Half a packet of instant noodles, some rice, 1 egg, maybe a can of beans if I didn't already eat it. I sigh and start unlocking my door when... Your boyfriend? I freeze. My fingers twitch around my keys, but I don't turn them. I look over my shoulder. It's her. She's standing right behind me, barefoot on the towel like she does that kind of thing all the time. Her hair's longer than I remember. Greasier maybe, or maybe it's just the light. What? She lifts her chin a little and smirks. The same smirk she got from her brother. Or maybe he got it from her. Doesn't really matter. The big guy with the helmet. What's his name? I don't answer right away. I hate how fast my brain starts flipping through options like I owe her an explanation. Like I'm supposed to name people just because someone asked. I glance at my door. Still an escape I haven't taken. You were watching? Please, I have better things to do than watching you. I just heard the engine. He's not my boyfriend. You... It's been a long time. I didn't see you. Yeah. You just didn't text or say anything. Didn't think you'd care. Right. Because I'm heartless? That's the story now? I press my lips together. Her words sting, but she says them like they don't mean anything. So? So what? Don't be stupid. What's his name? I hate how dumb I suddenly feel. Wow. You don't even know his name. I cross my arms. It's not like that. What is it like then? You just letting men drive you around now? No questions asked? Great. Exactly how I wanted to end my night. I call him BB. The second it leaves my mouth, I regret it. BB? She blinks and lets out a full, sharp, and ugly laugh. BB? Jesus Christ, you gave him a nickname? Is that supposed to mean baby boy or something? I look away. Biker boy. And she steps closer. Honestly, you're embarrassing. I have a feeling that a lot of people in this visual novel have issues. You're not in high school anymore. This isn't hot. It's dumb. You're right on that. You're letting a stranger drive you around and you don't even know his name. My jaw tightens. You think I'm stupid? I think you want something so badly you're willing to ignore what's right in front of you. You done? She looks at me. Her blue eyes narrow, and for a moment, something shifts behind them. Yeah. Then takes a step back. I'm done. I sigh. Guys like that don't like girls like you. God, it's in their DNA to say they're done and just keep talking. I turn my head. What do you even mean by girls like me? Grow up. Baby. Christ. You're smarter than this. She turns around and walks back inside her apartment like she didn't just crack my chest open with a butter knife and walked away with the blood. I stare at her door for a second too long after it closes. Then I turn back to mine, finally shove the key into the lock and twist. The door swings open with that familiar creak. I step inside and close it behind me, then take off my shoes and turn on the light. My hoodie slides off onto the floor, somewhere near the entrance. I'll deal with it later. My legs move on autopilot into my room. I drop face first into my mattress. I melt into it, like I've just been released from prison. My brain still feels like it's buzzing from the arguing, from Lane's voice. I press my face deeper into the pillow and groan against the fabric. I could stay here forever, but my stomach has other plans. I turn my head to the side and sigh. I should eat something before sleeping. You really should. That's the end of Shift 2. Anyway, that was Shift 2 of Big Bad Dog. So really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. And I've genuinely been enjoying this, but I did not expect Shift 2 to go on for that long. Like, holy hell. And like, although I like really seethingly hate Lane, like I feel like this game was very well written. Like the characters are all very well characterized and there's a lot of red flags, and also like I feel like there's a lot of hidden depth in these characters. I know I should probably try to check out like some of the other interactions, but like this, oh god, this video went on for so long. I didn't expect it to go this long, but we will definitely be back with Shift 3. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.